Welcome to this brief demonstration of the Novell Support Advisor. The Novell Support Advisor is a self-help tool created by Novell to help customers diagnose and get solutions for SUSE Linux Enterprise Server, SUSE Linux Enterprise Desktop, Novell Open Enterprise Server. Currently the client runs on OpenSUSE, SLED 11, SLES 11, or on Windows. To begin the process of using this tool, you will be brought to this initial screen. You will then choose to do a new analysis. From the new analysis screen, you will select the servers in which you want to perform an analysis on. You can do this by either placing in their DNS name or the server's IP address. You can also select the port in which you will gain access to the server when it's doing the diagnosis. You can also do a discovery for servers that may exist on your network by clicking on the Discover Servers, placing in an IP address range, and then clicking on the Find button. What this will do is this will go out on the network and it will look for servers that are currently serving up port 22, which is the default port for SSH. It is entirely possible to have a different port number for SSH, and you can define that here on the screen. Once it's found the servers that are existing on the network, you can click the Add button, which will add the systems to the Novell Support Advisor for diagnosing. You can see as I'm clicking the button, the systems are appearing in the background. Once this is complete, we can close that screen, and on any one of these servers we could take and begin an analysis as long as we have access to that system. To show you what that looks like, I'll select the top system, and as you can see, this has already had a previous scan done on it using the Novell Support Advisor. It's filled in the server name, the last time that there was a help check, and also which architecture it is. The new systems that we've discovered have not gained that information yet until after we've done an initial analysis against the system. So to begin an analysis, we'll click on the Run Analysis button, and this will bring up a login screen. In order to do a Novell Support Advisor analysis against the system, we need to have some sort of privileged user access to the system so that we can gather up the needed data in order to do the analysis. By default, we pop up with root and the password, but you can also use sudo to use a different privileged user, as well as you can import an SSH key or certificate that will be used to gain access to that system as well. For this demonstration, I'll just place in a password, and this will begin the process of gathering up data that will be used to do an analysis against a system. This process can take anywhere from a minute to 3 or 4 minutes, depending on the type of system and the applications that are loaded on that system. This process takes and logs into the system, and it uses a tool that Novell Support has been using for quite some time called Support Config. The Support Config will take and gather up all the key data, configuration information from the system. Then it will bundle it together into a tarball, which will actually be sent back to this local client where the Novell Support Advisor is running. Once the tarball is located there, we break the connection from the system. So once that's complete, you'll be brought to this screen. And as you can see here, we can choose which categories of analysis that we would like to do. Now, the Novell Support Advisor has implemented what we call support diagnostic patterns. And these patterns are specific diagnostic logic that's created by Novell Technical Services to help identify current issues that have commonly been seen and which we have solutions for. And those patterns are just small little teeny pieces of code that will run against the tarball that was collected. And these patterns are updated on a regular basis by Novell Technical Services so that you're receiving the most up-to-date information from Novell and being able to diagnose based upon the newest information. The patterns are updated, like I said, on a regular basis, and they're automatically done through an update channel. As you can see right now, we have 59 different patterns. If you look at the bottom of the screen, 59 different patterns are currently available, and they're broken up into each of these categories. So for this system, I'm going to just select a SLE, or for SUSE Linux Enterprise Server or desktop, I'll select that category, and as you can see, there's many different available patterns that are available for me to run an analysis against. I can gain more information by clicking on each one of these patterns and looking down at the bottom of the screen to see what the category description is and the pattern description, so I have a good idea what it's doing an analysis against. I can just double click on that category and it will move that over to the selected patterns that we'll be running an analysis against. So in this case, I've selected all of SLE and moved it over into my selected patterns. I can go ahead and select update or security, and we'll just select update, and we'll also select security. And as you can see, each one of those categories that I brought across are now available, and you can move those back and forth between available and what's been selected. Once I've completed the selection, we'll begin the process of running in a report that will give us basically the information based upon the collection that we've made. So this will give us an idea of where the system is as far as its health goes, and according to what Novell currently knows that may need some attention. So I've run this analysis, and as you can see here, a lot of information or a lot of the patterns all return back green, meaning that things are in good shape. However, there are some items that may need some attention here that are given a red. And let's just take a look at this security advisory issue here. On this particular system, I have a security advisory that may need some attention. And if I come over to this button that says View Solution, and I just click on, first of all, if I just click on the result, I will see that there's an area which I can give feedback to Novell to say this pattern worked for me, or it did not work for me, or here's some suggestions on how to make it better. But I also can click on this View Solution button, and what this does is it will open up a solution that's available in my browser, and this is based upon Novell's knowledge base, and it gives me more information about what may need attention. And in this case, I can see what the security announcement was, and then I can take appropriate action, and that may be just to do an update or whatever is listed within the technical information document that comes out of Novell's knowledge base. And then I could also take and print off this so that I can come back to it later. Now, once a collection has been made from a server, which we did earlier, this collection is saved into what we call an archive analysis database, and we can take and look up any of these tarballs that have been collected previously, and we can also run an analysis against them. So I'll just pick out an analysis that I ran earlier, and I can just double click on that, and what that's going to do is it'll open up that tarball, and it'll also allow me to run an analysis against that. just as we did earlier. So let's run the security patterns against that. We'll take and run a report, and again it will come back with a set of results which I can take action upon based upon that current scan. The nice thing about this analysis archive is that you can gather up all this data from different servers and look at it at your own leisure time. Novell Support Advisor by going to support.novell.com/advisor, and we'll continue to provide updates as this tool continues to evolve. So be sure to subscribe to the channels associated with this video, and we'll talk to you soon.